Hello, Fred Scribers and baseball fans in my Fred Scribers squad. We're back with Game 6 of the 1988 National League playoffs. We are up against it. We're losing. We're trailing 3-2. We have these 2 games at home, are must-win games. I had someone ask me about Keith Hernandez, and I had not realized that he was still on this team. For some reason, I thought Keith Hernandez had already been traded or signed with another team or whatever, but I didn't think he was on this club in '88. For some reason, my memory doesn't have that in my brain that he was on this team. But anyway, let's get into this game. Yes, we do want to play this game. Dwight Gooden is going to pitch in this game, and we are going to get Keith Hernandez in there at first. He should have been there from the very beginning, so I apologize. I really would have loved to have Mex in there. I'm going to go up, and let's do this. Let's get Wally Backman to start the game. Let's get Hernandez on third, Dykstra, Darryl Strawberry, McReynolds. Let's do this, the ratings. So the power, Darryl Strawberry is 99, 94. Let's see who else we got. We got these 3 power hitters, Strawberry, McReynolds, and Hojo. All right, and the best, who's the fastest over here? Well, Lenny Dykstra has actually got more speed than Backman. And then Wally has a 92 eye with an 89 contact. Did Mookie Wilson make an appearance? Did he make an appearance? No, he hasn't, in center field. And he has speed. Let's try to give him, let's see what he's done. 286, that's not too bad. With 3 RBI, he's a lefty. Mookie Wilson is a switch hitter, but we got a righty on the mound. All right, I'll keep Mookie in there on the bench just in case we need him. All right, we are on the way. Thank you so much, guys. For those of you who are not baseball fans, I appreciate you watching these videos. These are not videos that I normally upload. In fact, I'm uploading them on days that I normally don't upload a video anyway. All right, let's go with Dwight Gooden pitching to Steve Sax. And the pitch, and we are underway. Steve Sax makes the first out of the series. The Mets are in a do-or-die situation. They have to win this game if they want to keep their hopes alive. John Shelby, get that National League pennant. Lenny Dykstra. One man away, Wally Backman. He walks. And Keith Hernandez, Tex. Wait, is it Mex or Tex? He gets a base hit. Runners on first and second with 1 man out. Darryl Strawberry walks, and here's Kevin McReynolds. That's going to be a base hit. That should score 2, but I don't know about Hernandez's. Let's try it, 60%. All right, 2-0. Mets take an early lead. Here's Howard Johnson. Howard walks. Gary Carter with a chance to do some damage here with 1 man out. He walks in a run. 3-0. Kevin Elster struck him out, 2 men away. At least we cleared the pitcher in this inning. 3-0. Dwight Gooden hoping. Kirk Griffin. 1 man away. He makes an out. Franklin Stubbs. 2 men away, and Mike Shoshat. That retires the side. Bottom of the second, Lenny Dykstra coming to the plate. Got a lot of content coming out in October and November. Make sure you stay tuned. Got a lot of Patterson videos that I plan to make here in the fall. Top of the third, nobody out. Jeff Hamilton Struck him out. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, that's a double off the wall. One man out. Tim Belcher strikes out. Steve Sachs grounded to the pitcher. And now retires his side. All right. Darryl Strawberry. He lines out one man away. Kevin McReynolds. That's a base hit. That's the third hit for the Mets. Or third hit for the Mets so far. Here's Hojo. Hojo strikes out. And Gary Carter. Deep fly ball to center. That ball is gone. Gary Carter with a 2-run homer. And the New York Mets take the lead 5-0. Here's Kevin Elster. That's the third out of the inning, and that retires the side. Mets 5, Dodgers 0. Dwight Gooden pitching very well thus far. Here's Alfredo Griffin. Ground ball to short, one man away. Can the Mets force a game 7? Struck him out, 2 men away. Kirk Gibson, he gets a base hit up the middle. Franklin Stubbs, that's another hit. You know, a team like the Dodgers, you can't really keep them down too long. There's a pop-up. Please catch it. That retires the side. All right, 4 innings in. Bottom of the 4th, Dwight Gooden going to take his hacks. He's going to get a base hit. Dwight Gooden was a pretty good hitting pitcher, if I remember correctly. Let's see his... oh, they don't show that here. Never mind. They show the pitching stats here. All right. Lenny Dykstra with a runner on first. I know this might be sacrilege, but hit and run Harry is at it again. We're going to do a hit and run. Try to stay out of a double play, but that's a pop-up, 1 man away. Let's do it one more time. One more hit and run. We're going to have Gooden running. A ground ball to first. All right, Gooden's on second. If Keith Hernandez could get one in the gap, give our pitcher a chance to score and help his own cause. There's a throwing error by the second baseman, giving Strawberry another shot at doing some damage. He strikes out instead. Going to the top of the 5th, here's Jeff Hamilton. He gets a base hit to lead off the inning. Mike Davis. And he might score. Nope, with that 64 speed, I wasn't sure. All right, Mike Marshall, Eminem. It looks like the Dodgers are going to come right back in this game. Steve Sachs struck out. 2 men away, another run scores. The Dodgers get 2 runs, and they start chipping away. Here's a pop-up. Ramon Martinez pitching for the Dodgers. 1 man out. Here's Howard Johnson. 2 men away. And Gary Carter. That home run looms large now that Gary Carter hit. All right, that retires the side. Top of the 6th, Kirk Gibson. I hate Kirk Gibson. Nobody out, run around first. Struck him out, went out. Come on, let's get a double play. 2 outs, Gibson on second. Hamilton walked. It is now 5-2. Oh, wait. Single to the right side, scoring a run. 5-3. Yep, 5-3. Mickey Hatcher. This game's a lot closer than I was hoping it wouldn't be that close, but Tim Cruz, rest in peace. Kevin Elster. He passed away in an accident. I believe it was a boating accident, if I'm not mistaken. 1 man away. Dwight Gooden with 102 pitches. I think we can give him 1 more inning. And Lenny Dykstra. Wally Backman. Wally Backman keeping the inning alive. And here's Keith Hernandez. That's a base hit. Dykstra definitely will score. That scores 2. So now it's 7-3 New York. We want Darryl Strawberry. There's a base hit. Can Hernandez score on that? I think so. He does 8-3. Ah man, I wish I could have had Hernandez in the lineup since the beginning. I am so sorry about that. Reynolds, hopefully we can pull out a victory and a win in this series. Dwight Gooden with 102 pitches. I'm gonna give him one base runner, whether it's a walk, a hit, an error, a home run, whatever. But after one, then we'll take him out. Maybe he can get out of this inning. One man out. Two man out. 112 pitches. And 105. Okay, good. So Dwight Gooden is done for the day. I don't think you probably won't see him again in this series. So that's why I stretched him out a little bit. We're not going to do anything more after this series here. All right, Hojo. It's not like I'm saving him for the World Series. One out. Who knows? Maybe if the Mets win this series, I'll have the Mets play the A's. At that time, it was the Oakland A's. Let me know what you think. If the Mets win this series, would you like to see an Oakland A's, New York Mets best of 7 simulated World Series? You let me know. Gary Carter to the plate. He gets a base hit. And Kevin Elster. He lines out. Is that a double? Did he double him off? Nope. All right, Gooden, you did very well. Got a righty. Let's get Magadan up to the plate. It's a pinch hit. He hits a gapper. Carter to second. Magadan Carter to third. Lenny Dykstra trying to get some insurance runs. He's not able to, but we're going to the bottom of the 8th now. Roger McDowell. Well, we got all lefties. We're going to have to do Randy Myers. Oh boy, Roger McDowell with that 9.0 ERA. We got 3 lefties, and then we got a couple of lefties and righties. We're gonna have to we have to go by the matchups, don't we? So gotta go lefty. Kirk Gibson. I hate him. One man away as Franklin Stubbs strikes out. 2 men away, and Wally Backman. Oh, that retired the side. All right, so Backman walked. Keith Hernandez to the plate. He lines out to second. Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry gets a base hit. Hernandez went 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Kevin McReynolds, we're going to do a hit and run because Hit and Run Harry is in the house. Stolen base. Come on, drop down. Nope. 2 men away. Hojo. That's going to drop in for another run. Actually, 2 runs scored on that one. 10-3 New York Mets. Gary Carter to the plate. That retires the side. So, we are going to have... Who did not pitch? So, Rick Aguilera only had 2/3 of an inning. Let's give him some work. Save some of my main guys for tomorrow's game. 2 men away. Yep, there's Danny Heap. All right, that retires the side. The New York Mets defeat the Dodgers and force a Game 7. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let's check out the headlines. So, quality pitching by Randy Myers. You can pause the video there and see the headlines, the Baseball Mogul Times. I wanted to once again thank my Fredscribers, the ATF squad, All Things Fred, for putting up with these baseball videos. I really appreciate it. All of the baseball fan Fredscribers appreciate it as well. And like I said, you're not losing anything on the channel. These are just extra videos that are uploaded. on days that I normally don't upload a video anyway. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We forced a Game 7. So if the Mets win the National League pennant here, I will create another 7-game series between the Mets and the Athletics, the Oakland A's. Remember the 4 YouTube commandments: like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the 5th Angelo Star commandment: be kind and be courteous. And we'll see you on the next video.